Hello and welcome to Challenging Reality Gaming. I am the Nerevarine. Today we're going to be doing the Reality Challenge with Fallout New Vegas. Madame Guinevere is doing the same with Minecraft. Now this may not be the most difficult of challenges, but it does have the most rules and stipulations, and as such, they will be outlined in the description with a link. Now, since this is Fallout New Vegas, it already comes with a rather wonderful option called Hardcore. And I'm not sure why I put that in air quotes, because it truly is a very wonderful option. It monitors your dehydration, your sleep deprivation, your starvation. Aside from dehydration, our rules are actually much more stringent than those set for you in the game if you choose this option. Because more than any other challenge, it is vital that you are as in character in this as possible. So the people that you grow close to in the game, your own well-being is paramount. You can't just go hack and slash your way through enemies. You got to be very, very careful in everything that you do, in the way that you handle things. So I think all games should come with this option. And naturally, because of that, we don't want to ever reach the point where we're actually starving. So the rule outlines are as follows. Eating a cooked meal twice a day. If we're unable to do this for whatever reason in the game, we will binge as soon as we're able to. But remember that the game also keeps track of our starvation meter. So if we get anywhere near that point, we're going to drop whatever we're doing. We're going to go find some food immediately, because it will change the perspective, the mindset of the character. And like I said, it's very important to stay in character. Bathing every 2 days, especially if you did something like skin an animal. I know people just run up and collect pelts. It's a big thing to really do that in real life. It takes a long time. You get very messy. No matter how good you are, you're gonna get pretty messy skinning like a giant lizard or something. So a gecko, I think they're called, right? So you, if you got gore on you, if you got filth on you, you don't want to be walking around with that in real life. It's just not very realistic. Now sleep. We sleep every 8 hours, or 8 hours every 24 hours, and this makes sense if you're just kind of hanging around town doing the usual thing, maybe grinding a little bit. But if you got chased by a monster all day, if you got severely injured, you're going to need a lot more rest for psychologically and for your body. And so you will sleep for 24, 12, something like that, in relation to the hours that you have to rest, depending on the situations you are in. And we only save with the autosave. So if you see us die, that means we have to go all the way back to when we last slept. That way, whatever happened to us, it was a dream. We have to walk everywhere. Make sure that you don't sprint unless absolutely necessary. You wouldn't really do this if you're carrying around a bunch of gear. You wouldn't just randomly go running, So, and of course, there's no fast traveling whatsoever. You can use carriages and things like that in Skyrim, like if you have horses or whatever. But there's no such thing in Fallout that I can recall. So, it's pretty straightforward. No fast traveling. You gotta huck it everywhere. Gotta hump it everywhere. Avoid looting bodies of clothing. You can take like jewels or cash or whatever, bullets, but stripping them of their clothes is just bad form. It's just unrealistic in a dangerous situation to do anyway. Realistic weight limits, U.S. Army standard. I go into greater detail in the link below. Avoid extreme temperature exposures. Again, this applies more to Skyrim. You don't want to go swimming with icebergs floating around on the water. So this applies more to Skyrim, but in regards to Fallout, this applies to radiation zones. You don't want to just walk into a radiation zone just because your character can take it for a limited amount of time. You want to be properly equipped. You want to wear the proper amount of clothing. Leveling will result in increase of skills, only those that were used. So if we spend all day lockpicking, that's the only thing that we're able to raise between levels. Unless we spend time reading a skill book, in which case we can raise those skills as well. Avoid damage at all costs. This can't really be overstated. You want to flee from terrifying monsters, even if you know that the empty shell that is your avatar can take the punishment. Realistically, if you know you're going to get damaged, or if you get startled, you would get startled in real life, because you haven't experienced it up to that point. It's a brand new monster or something. If you know that you're being hit, you're not going to just stand there and fight unless you're cornered. You're going to try and get away. You're going to try and flee. So that is very vital for the realism of this. And in the same sense, you want to stay in character as much as possible. You want to treat NPCs like real people, like you really would in real life. And your experiences will change in game depending on the things that your character goes through. So keep that in mind. If you would like to see this challenge attempted in another game that is compatible, let us know in the comments. For instance, Madame Guinevere is doing the Minecraft mod under this challenge right now. Or if you would like to see the pacifist challenge applied to this game like we're doing in Skyrim, or if you know of a game that monitors hits like we're doing with Fable for the flawless challenge, let us know. Please tell us the things that you like, would like to see more of, as well as the things that you'd rather we skip over and avoid in the future. Now sit back and enjoy my suffering.